Home ownership has always been thought of as accomplishing the American dream. Once you buy a home, you feel like you've arrived, you feel like you've arrived, you feel like you're there. You now have a solid investment in your future. Why? Because you have a good place to live, and as an investment, it's always been able to give you a good return on your money. However, in today's economy, that may not always be true. The country has been hurt by a tremendous economic downturn, such as we have not seen since the Great Depression. If you bought a house in 2002, 3, 4, 5, or 6, chances are that the value of your house today is less than it was when you purchased it. That can be compounded if you no longer live in the house, particularly if you live out of town. Now you have to worry about finding a tenant who will make enough of a payment for you in rent so that you can take care of your mortgage payment every month. This has now become a property that you have to manage at a distance. If there are repairs, you have to deal with contractors at a distance. You have no idea as to the quality of the work being done by the contractor or whether the work is even being done at all. If your tenant doesn't pay, you have to find somebody to represent you in rent court. In the meantime, the value of your property has been consistently going down, and it looks like 2010 is going to be another year of downturn in value. So how do you solve your problem? What would make you sleep a lot better at night? Well, if you could sell your home, that would certainly help. However, again, in today's economy, selling a home is not quite as easy as it once used to be. You may find a buyer who is quite ready and willing to buy your home at the price you'd like to sell it at. However, that buyer must now qualify for a mortgage, and that's become a great deal more difficult. In 2010, people who would have been approved for a loan 6 months ago are now being readily rejected for loans. The mortgage companies and the banking industry in general has become very, very careful. The guidelines and all the guideline changes we have seen have become much more stringent. So the key here is to sell your home, but you got to sell your home to a cash buyer. A cash buyer does not have to qualify for a mortgage, and a cash buyer is able to settle quickly on your home. Now, you could even make that better if you find a cash buyer who is willing to buy your home, pay all cash, settle quickly, and not require you to make any repairs. That sounds like the panacea to your problems. To make it even better is, what if you could find a cash buyer who meets all those requirements, but in addition, you don't have to pay a 6% commission to a real estate agent. If your house is worth $200,000 and you're selling it at that price, 6% would cost you $12,000 out of pocket. So the answer to your prayers is really a cash buyer who can settle quickly, a cash buyer who requires no repairs, and a cash buyer who can buy without the benefit or without the use of a real estate agent. Those would be the answers to your problems. If you'd like more information, please contact us here at Adams Capital. Our phone number is 443-708-2182. Our fax number is 443-708-2189. And if we can help you, we'll be glad to do that. And if we feel that our solution may not be the solution that matches your needs, we'll be happy to give you advice to hopefully solve your problem at no obligation to you.